Hello and welcome to another how-to video. My name is Ditech, CTO at DVS, and today I want to really introduce to you a brand new product in the AX Pro range from Hikvision. Before I continue, thank you to everybody that likes, shares and comments on our channel. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. Thank you to Toshiba for sponsoring the channel with their enterprise level hard drive storage solutions, and if you haven't checked them out, please feel free to speak to a member of the DVS sales team and they will give you the benefits of why you should use Toshiba moving forward. So a lot of you have seen this product before. It's brand new. We have ordered some stock of this and I'm super excited about where this will take the AX Pro for the next level of you guys. So what is it? It's the LCD wireless keypad. So that's the part number for you to know. Just hold it there for a minute. So it's essentially a battery powered. It comes with 4 batteries in there, AA batteries. Comes in there, you need to pull out the little tab on the back. We've installed it, just sticky padded it straight on. LCD keypad, 4 batteries, which works with the AX Pro system. Now this gives a really good interface for the user. So previously, before this LCD keypad, we had the we did have one there. So we've got the tag reader, so you can simply tag in and out and set areas or set the system using a simple tag. We had a number pad with a combined tag reader, but they were a little bit difficult to interact with in my opinion. So we spoke to HQ and HQ realised that with the addition of an LCD keypad, it adds another layer of usability into the system. Look, we're not all smartphone aficionados, trademark that. So, not all of us want to interact with a smartphone. Some of us want to interact on a system level at the property. Now this LCD keypad gives the opportunity that allows the customer or the user, the system on the property, to give a much easier interface into the system. So I'm quite excited about where this will lead. Look, there's lots of grade 2 PD 6662 certified battery operated systems that are on the market. Very few of them have an LCD interactive keypad, so we're definitely moving along on our journey of that user experience, and I'm excited to see where this will go and what this adds to that experience. There's a lot of new product line coming out, so over the next few weeks, few months, we'll see a lot more product being added to this product family. There's already an extensive array of product, and if you haven't used the AX Pro system, I highly suggest you try it. Speak to your DVS sales rep or your Hikvision BDM and see what we can do for you on that. So, from the PIR cameras, from standard PIR with a black and white image with infrared, to color view, door contacts, shock sensors, external grey, roller shutter contacts, nano contacts, panic buttons, pendants, fobs, temperature sensors, water sensors, sounders. With the new sounder also, you can actually use it as an intercom. So providing you've got the latest hardware sounder, this indoor battery operated sounder, you can actually use that as almost like an intercom. So when the alarm goes off, you can send speech to it, and to add another layer of basically like a live guard function, so a deterrent. So that's really good. So PIR break glass curtains, microwave dual tech, smoke sensors, the range goes on. Ceiling mount PIRs, temperature and humidity sensors. This is just a snapshot of the range, and that will definitely grow as we move forward. There's a new firmware, so you make sure if you do want to use this LCD keypad, make sure you update to the latest firmware. I think it's 1.2.7 build something. Well, it'll start with a 2.2, I know that because it's 2022. So this 1.2.7 is the latest build that supports the latest functionality of this LCD keypad, and it adds some other functionality to the system architecture overall. So first, make sure that you do upgrade to that. Now, a lot of you comment on other systems out there. We don't need to name brands. There are, quite a few brands out there that we're all well versed in and well established, and they have a good central management system. Now, what people don't realise is Hikvision also have that through our HikConnect, and there's many users of HikConnect. I'm one of them. There's many case studies out there, and there's a lot of users that can validate or verify or give you an insight on the HikConnect solution. It's effectively a free cloud-based solution that's available through a web browser, or again through your smartphone, where you can manage individual sites through a centralized system. So you as the installer can commission, add, send it to the user. So the user will always use the HikConnect app, is the most important thing to realize in this. So when you add a user, so you add a device to a site and then you assign an owner to the site, which would be the end user, they still interact with the normal HikConnect app. The HikPro Connect app is your engineer-friendly, centralized management solution, effectively, where you can program, adjust, update firmware, providing you've got permission. A lot of this is permission based, providing the end user or your client allows that permission, because again, it is a permission that you need to request, and they can either validate that request or deny it, depending on the situation, circumstances, application, etc. There will be reasons why they may deny you access on that level. But as a remote management tool, we can update the firmware, we can adjust programming, we can add users, we can adjust parameters, etc. So there's a and that's free. There's no charge in that. Yes, there is chargeable services in the Pro Connect, like the advertising, health check, etc. And you can build up where you can claim free awards, for the way you interact with it. But again, they are chargeable services, so you can choose to pass that charge on to your customer or offer it as a value-add wrap-up service. But for those of you that want, and that doesn't just go for our AX Pro system. If you want a CCTV system enrolled with that, again, Pro Connect is perfect for that, along with access control, whatever the Hikvision product set is. It will allow that centralized cloud management application, which is fantastic because it becomes a unified front end for all your Hikvision product. So moving on to that, back to the actual ring. So again, go check out Pro Connect. It's definitely worth something you should investigate if you haven't already. It definitely adds another layer of usability, control, interaction, serviceability, remote management, value add to you and your customer base. But again, once you've deployed the system, your customer can interact through the app as normal, or they can interact through this LCD keypad, which is what I'm going to be focusing on moving forward. I'm always going to try and offer this LCD keypad. It's a touchscreen, backlit, and it also has a built-in reader. It does actually come with 3 fobs in the pack. You can see 3 just generic fobs. I haven't programmed these yet, so we'll do that programming through the app shortly. But again, if I touch it to wake it up, so all I need to do is basically touch it. It'll wake up. It tells me the time and the I've just put the banner on there, so you can actually adjust what that says. It could be the person of the house, it could be your contact details. That's just the DVS contact details. Because it's battery powered, it'll go back to a sleep state because we want to prolong the battery life. But it is an LCD keypad, and we can interact with it, whether we want to arm it, disarm it, do a fire, do a PA, etc. And we will show you some of that functionality and what that looks like and how to arm it using the procs or through the code. So the first thing I need to do is, one, I can't remember my PIN code, so through the app, which I'll show you, I will go and adjust my PIN code. I will enroll a fob, so we can choose to do an area set using a fob or the PIN code, and how you can disarm it and what sort of feedback that gives through the LCD keypad. So yeah, I'll transfer you over to the phone and we'll do that quickly, and then we'll come back and we'll show you the LCD keypad. But this is definitely something I'm super excited. Some of you have already asked about this, and I did briefly introduce it onto another video we did a couple of months back, but again, now we're ready to really push this and promote it, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm on the Pro Connect, like I explained earlier. A lot of the stuff I like to do, because I've linked this site, which contains the AX Pro, I've linked it to Pro Connect. I do a lot of it through Pro Connect. It's just easy to do. But again, you can just add it directly to HikConnect. If you don't want the hassle, or the customer doesn't want it added for you, you can add the device directly to the HikConnect app with no issue. Same functionality. So I go to site, I go to my DVS HQ, and you can see the AX Pro is in the middle. It's the middle device. So we're going to select that. I've already got areas set up, and I've already got the external area, so external Tritech is already armed. It's an external device that's already armed. But we have separate areas, and I can arm and disarm that as required. So effectively, the app has been updated, so they're always my devices are there. So you can see under the LCD keypad, if I scroll down, I select that. Temperature 24 degrees, battery status 100%, signal strength So all the basic information is online and the tamper is clear. It's got a tamper switch on the back and under the cover. So if somebody does tamper with it, it will go off on alarm. So go to the setting, top right hand corner is the setting. Oh, I got to disarm it. My bad, I forgot my area was armed.
Armed in home mode.
System disarmed. There we go. So I've disarmed all of the areas now. There we go. 2 double beeps to show it's disarmed, because that's how I program through the app. I forgot that area was armed and I can't access the programming. Very similar to other alarm panels. So we'll go back in onto the device. LCD keypad. Go to configuration. So you can link the areas to it. So I'm going to link the demo room and I'm going to link the external tri-tech detector to it. In fact, I could link all of them if I wanted, but I'm just going to choose to link these 2 areas. And click save. Function buttons I've enabled. So if you turn off the function buttons, the fire, medical, PA won't work on it. But I'm going to leave them armed, and you can see, I'll show you shortly, if you press and hold that button, then that's how you would trigger it. Operating mode is simple or standard. So simple, when you need to select which areas to arm, disarm, when you swipe the card and confirm the system faults before arming. Or simple, all linked areas will be armed, disarm when you swipe the card, regardless of system faults. So I'm going to leave it as standard, okay? Because I've got different areas and I want to select them. Authority, tag or password. You can have tag and password, tag or password. Password only, a tag only. So we're going to put tag or password. Arming without password. So if enabled, the arming process function will be unavailable when you arm areas. Now, I don't want to arm it without a password. I want, that could be a very silly function to enable in reality, but you can do it if you want. Retry before auto lock time, backlight, keypad brightness, silent panic alarm, silent medical alarm. These are all adjustable depending on what the application is and what your customer wants. Active on entry delay. So if I turn that on, but when you open the door, the keypad will basically come alive to tell you, but then I'm going to leave that off. Just, again, preference. And some of these functions are driven by the certification that you're trying to achieve. Company name, put what you want in there, and that's the number. Again, you can put whatever you want in there, but that's what you just saw on the backlit LCD. Signal strength and find me. So there we go. We've adjusted that, and that is literally the setting for the LCD keypad. Very, very simple and straightforward. I hope you would agree. Now, I need to assign the tags against the user. So that's the next part. So we come out of there and back to the home screen. One too many. Okay, so firstly, we're going to go up into the top right-hand corner under user management and then user and card tag. So I'm going to add a new user for the purpose of this demonstration. It's just easier because of the rest of the stuff I've done. So click add user, username. We're going to call it DieTech. Okay. You can make it a one-time user. The keypad password will be valid for 24 hours. If you do that, again, if maybe it's a temporary staff member or something that you need access, and we're not going to make it a one-time user. So the keypad password, now I don't mind you seeing this is just a demo site, so you're not going to be able to gain access before anyone comments. So the keypad password will make 1379. And 1379. Make sure they're the same. That's fine. So the user permission is arm, disarm, automation control, and then we're going to link it to all areas, okay? And click save. And then we're going to click finish. Password conflict. Oh, dress code, sorry. My bad. Dress code has to be different. So the dress code will do, normally it's the other way around, so it'd be like 9731. Okay, so we've added this user DieTech for a standard test functionality. Now we're going to add a card or tag. I've deleted all of the other associated tags. So we're going to add, we're going to hold it up against the keypad. You heard it speak then.
Tag 1.
There we go.
Enrolled.
Okay, so we've enrolled the tag. It took a little bit of time to come through then. So we're going to call it DieTech tag die tech 1. Okay, linked user to this one, and you've got operation or patrol tag. You can set a patrol tag up if you want, but we're going to keep it as operation tag. I'm going to add another tag.
Present tag. Tag 2. Enrolled.
So I take 3, 2. I'm going to actually add the third one.
Tag 3. Enrolled.
There we go. So I've got 3 tags associated effectively to this linked user. So I've added 3 tags, and now I'm going to link the user. So I'm going to link one to me. Okay, I'm going to go back into this one and link one to that one, can stay that one, and then this one will link to Stewie, for instance. And that is how you add, enable, change, edit, whatever you want to do with the tags. So that's ready to go now. The next part of this is how we use the tags to arm the LCD keypad. So I think the next option for me really is to switch you back to the camera. I've shown you the keypad, and we'll show you how the tag interacts with the actual LCD keypad. There are other things you can do. So under system, you've got configuration, system options, and you've got like all of the different voice prompts, fault prompts, auto arm, audible tamper alarm. I've turned that off because it was a pain in the bum when anyone opened the thing. HikConnect indicator, arm LED stays on, fault LED stays on when armed. There's loads of stuff that you can basically adjust. So I've turned PD6662 on. I could turn it off if I want. Arm LED stays on. I quite like that, but then it doesn't comply. But you can see, even prompts you system fault checks, what to check, arm options. It's all there. Enrollment mode, and I can enroll devices that way. Very, very powerful. Again, with the AX Pro, the cool thing with AX Pro is you can actually add network camera linkages. So again, super simple. So I can add a channel, registration mode IP, and I can go like 192.168.3.20. Under pressure now. Admin. Oh. I can't remember what it is now. I put the password in and stopped the recording so you couldn't see it. So I click on add. I'm going to link camera 1 to it. It's as simple as if the recorder camera is on the same network as the AX Pro, it allows you to add camera channels in, which then creates the linkages. So it becomes a completely, so there we go, camera 1 connected. And you can add up to 4 cameras. I think it's still 4. I think they are working on to raising the limitation. But again, you can link cameras, external cameras, to your AX Pro system. So why wouldn't you? It becomes a really powerful integrated system. So again, I can change that, whatever. So zone type is instant, cross zone none, silent alarm. I'm going to put silent alarm. Edit it. So silent alarm, yes. Cross zone, and I'm going to link it to external detector. Okay, so that's how I've linked it. So the external detector is now linked with this if I want it to be, or I could just say none. There you go, done. Demo room, external tri-tech detector. Okay, instant, yeah, that's fine. And now I've just basically linked an internal camera to an external detector, which is that one you just saw. So again, how powerful this system becoming. I know I'm going off topic a bit there, but I'm just trying to show you how powerful and how easy the system is to program, basically via your mobile phone. Okay, event video settings. So again, video channel 1, there's only one video channel, substream, yeah, that's fine. And that's it. So now we're going to arm the area. So I'll transfer you back over and we'll arm it through the LCD keypad. Okay, so I brought you very close to the keypad on purpose because I want you to see the keypad in all its glory. So effectively we have a fob. Now I can wake this up by pressing the hash key. The hash key is sort of like the enter key, wakes the keypad up. I can enter my code, so I can go 1, 3, 7, 9, hash to enter. Now that'll say waiting for a result, and effectively using the scrolling keys left and right, now I can select my area and arm it, effectively using the arm, home, disarm, etc. Depending on the functionality you're using and how you set the system up. Currently it's all disarmed because it's in green there. So we'll come out of that using the star key, so that's the back key effectively. So again, using the fob, I can present the fob and it'll wake the keypad up. So press the hash key or function, so we can press hash key and it'll wait for the result and it'll ask me now what I want to do. So I can scroll down, for instance, and say PIR cameras, which is the 2 cameras in this room for another video I made, just a separate area, and I could press arm for it. Now depending on whether the criteria is met, I can click arm.
Arming failed.
But it's arming failed because one of them's actually active. I'm walking in front of it. I'll move out of the way to try and do it, and it depends on the criteria you've set, depending on the area, linkages, etc. But again, just a quick example of how this would work. So put the tag on it, wake the keypad up, and I'm going to press arm, so it's going to try and arm everything. So it's exit delay, so all the areas are trying to arm.
Area 3, 4, armed. Area 1, arming failed.
So area 3 and 4 are armed. So area 3 is the PIR cameras, area 4 is the external Tritech, which is already on an auto arm schedule. So you don't need to arm and disarm that one. Area 1 just failed to arm because there's PIRs that I just triggered. So as I was standing here, I moved, the detectors picked me up and it goes into a, effectively, it stops it arming because it's a fault. Now this is just a test, so it depends on, you'd have to accurately place the keypad in the correct position and obviously program the system correctly. But that's how you arm it using a fob or a keypad. So it's a super easy, super effective way to use the system. Now again, so I've triggered the alarms. So I just walked through and triggered the PIRs. So if I press the hash key to wake it up, so it's still saying it's armed. You can see the indicator is now blue. I can now present that, and now I'm home.
System disarmed. Zone 5, burglary alarm. Zone 11, burglary alarm.
There we go. So that is a very simple way to interact with the system. And again, presenting the fob, you've got other options. It's like this key. Just thinking about it. Oh, it's timed out. Which is the spanner, user management, tag management, restore alarm, company telephone control lock. There's loads of stuff in there, look. So you can do this directly from the keypad. So restore alarm, so if I wanted to press hash, restore alarm, yes.
Alarm silenced.
Come back. And you can scroll through the different options. Come back. Again, pressing that tag to wake it up. You got the backlight function. Select relays, so select all yes. and that would trigger the relays, any relays linked to it for smart home IoT integration. Again, press the tag. Search button, magnifying glass, whatever you want to call it. So sounder 1 polling failed, so that's a fault check. So it's the sounder 1, it's probably the battery's dead on it, but it's failed, the polling's failed on it. Press hash on there. Control panel status, peripheral status, zone status, peripheral status. You can scroll down. Area status, control panel info, keypad info. So you go back to control panel info, enter. Area status is. So sounder 1, we got an issue with. All of the different parameters. So that's that one. Press it again. You've got medical alarm, PA alarm, fire alarm. So if you press and hold that, it'll go into PA. Oh God, I'm not going to do that. So you've got PA, fire, medical. This one here, keypad's now locked. So if you can set the keypad lock time, but if you press and hold that, it will actually lock it. And that is really as simple as it gets. So that's a very brief oversight into the keypad alarm, effectively, into the keypad interaction to the system. As the firmware develops, we'll add more functionality to this. And again, because it's largely app-led related, you'll get the sounder, it tells you what the issues are. The app will tell you what the issues are. And also now you can do interaction with this keypad. So hopefully that's a nice little insight into what we can offer through this little keypad here. Any questions? Please leave them in the comments below. We look forward to your feedback and hope you enjoy the video. Thank you very much.